Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Does anybody else feel like the world is moving at a really, really fast rate? And it's kind of like, how do I keep up with you, bitch? But I don't even know if there is no keeping up. The idea of like staying on top of everything, staying on top of the popular topics, staying on top of making money, staying on top of making sure my physical health is good, staying on top of making sure my mental health is good, staying on top of like communicating with friends and family. It's just staying on top of balance. How? Somebody explain how. That's how I was feeling this year. This sense of just wanting to understand everything. Let me tell y'all what I did. There got to a point where I was driving for Uber like every day, like last year. And I was like reading all these books and like trying to figure out the way the world works, trying to figure out everything to do. Because I was like, I just need to learn everything. I need to learn Spanish. I need to learn the religions. I need to learn how to do everything. Crypto, getting myself out of debt and all this shit. And I literally burnt myself out, which I talked about before. And then I was studying all these religions, and then I was like beating myself up because I was like, am I a good person? Am I a bad person? And am I influencing the world in a negative way? Is my content, good? Or is it bad that I call myself Queen of the Ratchet, or sometimes I want to be petty? And it took me a while to kind of get back into things and let go of some things that I had created these like stories in my head about things that just weren't even there. Friends that I had lost that didn't even know that I had lost them. Just situations that weren't worth time sulking in. I put all this energy, and I say I because I feel like we're all connected. I put all this energy in things that I gave meaning to. I was talking to this older woman the other day. And I don't know if we were talking about racism. No, we were talking about religion. And, I was trying to get into this building to go to like this dance workshop. And she happened to be out there. And I said, that was meant to be. It was a purpose for you being out there. And she said, I don't know if I believe that. And I said, what do you mean? She said, I think that we're putting meaning behind something that doesn't have any meaning at all. Because I was late because I had a stomach ache. I didn't have a stomach ache because I was going to be hoping that you were going to pass by at this current second. It was just that those circumstances ended up working itself out that way. And I believe, I'm starting to think it's true that we as human beings put weight, put meaning onto topics, put energy onto things that don't have to mean anything, don't necessarily have to mean a damn thing at all. But we give it weight, we give it meaning, we talk about shit that ain't important, topics that, a month from now won't even be in our radar or on our roster. We sulk and gossip about things that are petty and not necessarily worth our energy. Or maybe they are. Maybe that helps us live. I don't know all the answers. And I think that's what I was going through. I wanted to know all the answers. I wanted to know the reason why I exist. I wanted to know how to change. I wanted to ask God, sit in front of God and say, hey, God, hey, hey, God. Yo, you there? Can I get the devil in the room too? Devil, you there? God and the devil get together in the room with me. God is sitting there. He says, what's up, my son? The devil says, yo, I'm in this world doing some destruction and negativity and gossip and trying to get people together. I say, listen. I sit them both down. I say, listen. You're both in my head. I just want to know, what the hell is going on here? Why can't there be some type of balance between the two of you? Why are we at war and at odds and people just are suffering and there's all this pain? Why am I in pain right now? Can we come to an understanding? And what is understanding? God and the devil laugh. They look at me and they just smile. And then when I was looking at them, they were these lights. One was like light and one was like a dark light. And then they started to take form, you know? And when they started to take form, they looked like my physical self. And one of them smiled at me. The one that was God smiled at me. And the one that was the devil smiled at me. And it just like made sense. Everything made sense. And I don't think it made sense in words. I don't think this moment that I'm telling you makes sense now. But everything exists for a reason. Even the bad stuff. See, a lot of times we're like, oh, because when I first started Queen of the Ratchet, it was this idea of like, oh, we live in this reality where people are afraid to be themselves. And I used to say that. People are just afraid to be themselves. They're afraid to just cuss a bitch out, be petty, go out and dance, move around, act. People. I was speaking about myself this whole time. I was petty. I was upset with the world. I was upset and victimizing myself. But everybody was a reflection of how I viewed the world. I was hanging out with underdogs my whole life because I viewed myself as an underdog. But I placed myself in these instances. Everything that I've had so far, even before I got in this world, was me. So I'm looking at God and the devil who resemble me now. And I can't say it for you, right? I can't say I understand it completely because I don't. I don't think it has words because English isn't even a real fucking language. But what I can say is this. Everything has a balance in the world. It's kind of like that old Lion King song. From the day we arrived on this planet and blinking and stepping to the sun, there's more to see than can ever be seen because life is a fucking illusion. More to do, not life, reality right now, than can ever be done. And we're not going to accomplish it all. That was something where I was like, oh shit, we're not going to accomplish it all. You might have a ton of dreams. You may reach your goal. You might get $1 million in your account. You may pay off all your debts. You may have a good relationship with the world and all this kind of stuff. But life isn't just about what good is in my reality. And in Queen of the Ratchet. I think that's the reason why I created Queen of the Ratchet, because I was like, you know, Cinderella ain't always got the motherfucking win. The good guy, what is a good guy? What does that mean? That person over there has a story too. We only see one perspective. And then the world, or sometimes what we say, the government, tells us what we can and can't say. They try to. We rebel and everything. I just think that it's your choice and my choice to do what the fuck we want to do. I actually believe that we possibly can teleport and fly and do what we want. Life is, I mean, I like it. That's it. I can't explain it to anybody else, but I like it. All right. Well, I hope y'all are following everything that's Queen of the Ratchet. Till next time.